Good morning, everyone. This is Angelos Zittis from IronFX, bringing you the morning comment for the 28th of February. In headline news, Fed's Powell sees a stronger US economy. In his debut testimony before Congress yesterday, Fed's new governor, Jerome Powell, supported the argument for a stronger economy. Specifically, he cited possible increased budget spending and increased wages from a possible increase of productivity as main factors for a stronger economy. There were also hints for an increased number of rate hikes as well as an unwinding of the Fed's balance sheet. Having said that, we would like to add that the new governor made a good impression in his debut appearance, as some analysts noted. The US dollar reacted positively to the testimony, and we see the case for the positive effect to continue the next few days. Please be advised that there will be another hearing of Powell tomorrow. Euro-USD dropped yesterday, breaking the 1.2230 support level, now turned to resistance. We see the case for the pair to trade in a sideways manner with some bearish tones based on the before-mentioned fundamental news and financial data which are to be released during the day. Should the bears take the driver's seat, we could see the pair aiming and even breaching the 1.21 support line. Should the bulls take the reins, we could see the pair breaking the 1.2230 resistance level and aim for the 1.2355 resistance zone. In other news, the EU is warning that Brexit time is running out. Media reports suggested that EU chief Brexit negotiator stated that Britain is running out of time if it wants to avoid a hard Brexit. The EU seems to aim the end of October as a deadline for an agreement with the UK for their post-Brexit relationships. On other news, Theresa May seems to deliver a preemptive strike to the EU draft deal, which is set to be published on Wednesday. Also, pressure seems to be piling for May as 8 Tory Parliament members rebel as they prefer to remain in the customs union. Negative headlines are expected to continue to appear and could weaken the pound. Cable traded in a sideways manner yesterday, testing the 1.3850 support line during Powell's testimony. We see the case for the pair to continue to trade in a sideways manner for the next couple of days, with some bearish mood as positive US dollar sentiment may continue. However, it should be noted that the pair is approaching the upward trend line incepted since the 13th of January. Should the pair find fresh buying orders, it could break the 1.4040 resistance level. Should it come under selling interest, we could see the pair breaking the 1.3850 support level and aim for the 1.3750 support barrier. Today's other economic highlights: from France, we get the preliminary CPI EU normalized rate for February, as well as the final GDP growth rate for Q4. From Sweden, we get the GDP growth rate for Q4, which could support the SEK. Also, Germany's unemployment data are due out for February, while from the Eurozone, we get the inflation rate for February, which could weaken the euro. In the North American session, we get the second release of the US GDP growth rate for Q4, the US preliminary core PCE prices rate for Q4, the US pending home sales for January, and last but not least, we get the US crude oil inventories, and a surplus is forecasted. For more information, please read the full comment on IronFX or download our app and get all the information you need to trade. Also, you can follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, or circle us on Google Plus to get more trading ideas. This is Angelos Zittis from IronFX, wishing you solid trading.